What's up guys, my name is Matt, welcome to another gameplay commentary. This game, it's gonna be Shaco. Shaco in the jungle, and yes, this is a ranked gameplay as well. Haven't done that one in a while. We're up in Platinum 4, so, it's a decent elo to be at. But yeah, I'm gonna talk about Shaco jungle and what I think about it. I love it, extremely powerful in my opinion. Um, you can, basically you control the early game with him, I feel, just because of his his ability to invade. So what I usually do if I'm on red or bottom side is I take red buff and then jump over the dragon wall towards his blue buff to invade. Usually you can get first blood off this. Like you see here, I see Xin. I try and go in. I Q ignite, but sadly he doesn't die. He ends up living because I think he popped a potion. So that made him survive my red buff plus ignite. I was pretty sad that I didn't get the kill there because I was sure I was gonna get it, but I don't. So this half forces him to recall, and then I take the scuttle crab, and then I go in for a little gank mid. We do end up killing him since he goes very greedy. Burn his flash as well. Then I jump over to his red buff, take that as well, and then Xin is left with no buffs basically, because then I go over to take my own red buff or blue buff, and basically I just did like a 4 buff clear, which is extremely good for the early game. I got a lot of gold from that, especially with the assist. So I get the recall at about 5 minutes, and I pick up a Ranger's Trailblazer and some boots, as well as a couple potions. So this is basically like always my first buy on Shaco, since I like the sustain from the Ranger's Trailblazer and I like the mobility from the boots. So that's what I usually try and first buy on my first recall. And yeah, so here I come. I'm heading down bot lane. Now the thing is, you can jump over like most of the walls, which is really effective with Shaco, and they don't see you coming because you're invisible. So here I go. I jump on the Nautilus since I can't reach the Ezreal. Ezreal uses heal on for Nautilus. I do use my E and ignite, and then he ends up flashing over the wall. So I get the kill on Nautilus, and then I see the Xin taking Scuttle Crab, and I know I can fight him since I'm level 5 and he's only level 3. Basically, I just keep chasing him, throwing my E whenever I have it up. I do end up smiting his Scuttle Crab, which is nice. And then for some reason he goes back in when he was pretty much like gonna live since I didn't have my E up. But yeah. So anyways, I get the kill on Xin, and then my Talon picks up the Mordekaiser on the side there. Little fail here. I just end up dying to red buff. No big deal though. I do get to buy my pickaxe and my longsword, which are going to build into the Ravenous Hydra, since that helps out my clear immensely, and sustain as well with the health regen and the lifesteal. Now here I ward his blue, and then I see Xin on top side, so I decide, hey, why not take his blue buff? That's another buff he doesn't have. So that's what I do. I end up picking up his blue buff. I go check his red since I had the timer, but I ended up being too late since he was already top side. Here I go up on the Swain, and then he sandwiches me, and then Xin is there. So I try to like Q juke, and then I was gonna recall, but then I see he's coming back in the bush, so I have to walk away. And then I see Fiora right there, so I bait him in, throw my E to slow, and then Fiora just ends up killing him, and I barely survive, making it out with little HP. And here I go for blue buff. I can't take it though, since I don't have enough sustain yet. So what I do is I just recall, get my time at, and then walk back into the jungle. To clear my blue and my camps. Now Shaco, the thing that I like about him is he controls the early game, like you saw there. I managed to like get Zin's flash, make him have to recall while he didn't have any buff, and then I ended up taking all of his buffs, which made him be so behind in his clear, and then just essentially makes him not be able to gank for another like 5 minutes or so. So that's what I like to do with Shaco. Definitely try him out if you want to like control and dominate the early game. But here, a nice little dragon fight. So I go invisible, and then I ult, and I focus down the dragon. He does end up missing his smite, so I get to smite it after. And then I jump on the Mordekaiser since he's the closest one to me. And then here, I take a lot of damage from the Ezreal, and I jump over the wall, like hoping to go on him, but I didn't see my health bar, so I had to back out of it. But I think my team cleans him up. Or maybe not. But yeah, if you are picking a nice kill on Swain up there. So I just keep clearing my jungle. I did go for wolves first because I wanted enough smite charge for red buff, because like with the ranger trailblazer and smiting red buff, you get so much health back. It's insane. So that's what I like to do. If I have a smite charge, I usually use it on red buff if I'm low. But at the point where I get my Hydra, I usually don't need to smite the red buff. I just do it to clear it faster. Um, yeah. So as you can see, I'm only 2-1, but like Xin Zhao compared to me, just he can't do anything. Like I have so much presence compared to him, just because of that early invade, which is really one of Shaco's like most fun, like or one of his most best, like the best part of his kit is he can just dominate the early game and then transition that into the mid to late game. Right here, Janna like baiting the Xin Zhao extremely hard, and I just walk in, take the kill, and yeah. So I go back, buy my ninja tabby with alacrity. I do that because it's mobility and it makes me take reduced damage from auto attacks. So I'm usually like skirmishing in 1v1s against ADCs when they're split pushing, or just anyone in general that's split pushing. So that's why I take alacrity on his on my boots, or ninja tabi, sorry. And alacrity is just extra move speed, since I can do it, and I upgraded my trinket as well. Very important to do that. But right here, picking up dragon. There's nothing else that happens much after this, since they end up surrendering at 20 minutes. So I'm just gonna talk to you guys for a bit. That's why it's not fast forwarded here. So definitely try out Shaco if you enjoyed this video, because like honestly, he's just the most fun champion to play. Never had as much fun to play champion. There's so many things you can do with him. Like you can juke with your Q, you can confuse people with your ult, you can fear and put boxes in random places that people don't expect to have a box, and that just makes him so annoying to play against. But yeah, right here at this render. So that's gonna be it for the video, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. Like sharing the video with your friends is just the most important thing to me. It means so much. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.